to HTML and CSS. You could also see this under web design. We are in advanced HTML and CSS unit 5. We have already done 5.1 through 5.9. We've done all the exercises. The only thing that we have left to do is 5.10 to 5.15, 5.16 is a quiz. So once again, guys, if you are using my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, help me out. All it takes is just one click from you guys to help me out here. So we are in it for the long haul. Look at all this. We have we have really 3 examples, easy enough, but we aren't really going to do anything for 5.11. There's nothing really there to do. I think we'll look at those. But all the examples come in here, 5.13 when we get to image manipulation and animation and interaction in here. So let's see what we can do. We're going to go ahead and get right to it. Let's open up the examples that they give us and then go right into the exercise. And the exercise is going to be 5.10.5, which is going to be style the table. I am also going to play some tunes in the background. That way I can have a little bit of brain power. It helps me, calms me down. So you guys can always hit the mute and just watch what I do. So from here on out, just let's do it together. So it looks like we're going to add 2 more colors, either by using the color picker in docs or looking at a list of the color names under color names in docs. Then add a rule for table that personalizes the table's border. So that's this border right here. You should change how thick the border is, what color the border is, and the style of the border. So we have all these properties. This is always good to look at here. These are all properties that we can add. So like here's your border stuff right here. Look at all these border properties. If you are still learning CSS, which aren't we all, this W3 Schools gives you a very it is the standard, by the way. It is the compilation of everything that you could possibly do. So you can always refer to this. So if we don't know how to do a border, for example, let's click on border, right? It'll give you an example what we do for H1s, H2s, so on and so forth. It'll give you little rules if there are rules anywhere. So definitions, sometimes there are rules. All right, so here's our syntax. Here's our values that we can do within it. I also learned through doing this that you can do all of your borders. It doesn't have to be border bottom. It doesn't have to be bottom, top, right, left. You can do all of them, by the way, at the same time. So yeah, we'll just look at it if we need it. I do believe that we should just go ahead and click let's go. We have all of this. If we run the code, this is what we got. Let's check the code. Let's see, it should have at least 6 rows. You should fill out the table. And I only see 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Add 2 more colors. Okay, so color name, color code, color sample. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 more rows to this thing. 2 more codes, and then we're going to actually fill in. Okay, so this is easy. I think what we should do is we should just copy the bottom 2, light sea green and orange red. Oh, it even tells you here I had 2 more rows. Okay, so here's our orange red. Here's our row for that, and then here's our light sea green. Let's copy that over. Let's paste it in there. And let's choose 2 colors. Cool. We have color picker here. I don't see any names of colors, so I'm just gonna call it what I see it. And it doesn't give you the hex code. It gives us the RGB value, the hue, satin, lume, but I don't see the RGB or the HTML. Oh, let's do that. Ah, it's right there. I hope so. See, does that change? It does. It does. Cool. We're gonna do just green and blue and teal. And teal is this color. And then let's find our green, just base green. Oh, that one should have been easy. It's RGB 00 for red, FF full for green. Ours just so happen to have a little bit of red, blue in it. And this is green, baby. Let's just do lowercase. Notice how these also have IDs, so we can go back and style this if we have to. And okay, so that actually is going to go with the last column. So our first column says green, our second column says this, and our third column says green. However, if we run this code now, we're going to see green, then this, then that. Green, then that, 00FF. Then we're going to actually see this color populate here. Actually, we won't see any color because I changed it to green. Right, it should be white. Yeah. So now we got to go back and we got to fix that right there. We got to give a new ID. So let's do that. So for ID green, as you see here, I'm just gonna do this. This is teal. Was that green that I just chose? I think that was. We shall know when I plug it in. Yep, there's green. And then the teal, I don't remember what the teal hex was. I'm not a fan of the song. This song is not over. Let's see, run the code. Oh, something happened. Hashtag teal. Oh, that's what it is, for real. Haha, funny. Cool. Let's check the code. Cool. Fill out the table. We did great. Cool. Submit and continue. That was easy. We didn't really even have to use anything they gave us at this point. Of course, block quotes are useful. Okay, bright, bright, bright. Contact us. Bright, bright. Interesting. You need to make a contact page. First, create two divs. Create the first one. The first one, the class header, and the second one, class content. Header content. Put an H1 tag in the header. It says that. Okay, so we have to basically reset this up. Okay. Here's what we can do. Cool. Let's do this. Give ourselves some space. Okay, so we gotta create do the first one, class header. Okay. Oh. Put an H1 tag. I'm looking at this right here. Put a H1 tag in the header that says this. So what we need to do is go back here, put an H1 tag in here, and it needs to say. Ugh, bright, bright, bright. I don't know if that should have quotations or not. Put the following contact information in a paragraph tag in the content div. Don't forget that the second one has to have the class content. This one has a paragraph tag, and it's supposed to say following. Let's just do this. Now, if we were just to run this, this would actually all be one line. See, we don't want that. We want it to look like this. So what we need to do is we need to add a BArt line break to it. I'm gonna highlight it, Control C for copy, and then Control V for paste. We don't have to do it to the last one either. Cool. Let's just make sure it looks okay. Good to go. Next up. All right, so we got this done. We did the created 2 divs, gave them classes. Cool. We made an H1 tag. Cool. Then we made a paragraph tag. Cool. And it had this in it. Cool. Oh, it even tells you here, BR tags. Set up styles. Now we need to add styles. Style the header to have the font color. Cool. Okay, so we need to style the header to have the font color and the background color. Now I'm wondering if they want us to... Okay, I am wondering if they want us to use the H1 or the class. Do they want the whole container to be colored, or do they just want the H1 itself to be colored? I'm going to assume that is the class header. Oh wow, nothing's typing. But they want styled. Font color. So just color. Lemon chiffon. Background color. Black. Uh-oh. Why is my lemon chiffon not showing up? A width. It's at 50%. Let's do the same thing. Just copy what we got. Makes it easier to type. And the other one was content, I believe. Yes, it was. Honeydew. Who picks these colors? Alright, so I'm not a fan of you. Background color. Wait, that's the background color. Font size. For PX. A width of 70%. Oh, they want this background to have this body image shown only once, no repeat. So this says check the docs to see how you add a background image. Check it out. That's what they want. Okay. Now, here's the deal. We have to show no repeating on the background image. So how do we do that? Well, there is a quite obvious, but if you don't know it exists, you would never know it, right? Property called background repeat. And all you have to do is say none. It's awesome. Okay. Nope. There we go. Cool. Check the code. Heck yes. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go. So this is something that we've already built in the past. Does it have style? Doesn't have our style. And we gotta copy paste everything over. It would be extremely useful if they could just do that for us. Of course they won't. I feel like we're building a website. and slowly building our website. Oh, what? Is that milestones? Yes, it is. And job info. Cool, now we've copied everything over from 5.8.8. Peace. Let's run the code. Alright, that's right. Ugly. Okay, first let's style it. This says that all images must have a height and a width of 200 pixels. Of all images, a solid black border. So that means we need to use borders. Let's see, border style, border width, I believe. Yeah, border width, I believe. We're gonna try it out. And that's gonna be equal to 5px. Anything else? Solid black border. I knew there's something else. Borders. That's border style. Of course it is. That I knew I had that in my head somewhere. I'm like, why did I have? Where does style come from? Cool. All right, let's go to our. Well, it doesn't say. Oh goodness! Oh, don't do this to me. Save my code. No! That's okay. We did it once, we can do it again. Cool. I guess we need 4 physics pictures. So let's just do this. Pixabay has free websites, open source pictures. Oh God, where are we gonna put them? We're doing the alt because it said to right here to explain what the image is about, and that's a water droplet. Splash. Fun fact, you should only use 5 words or less to describe something if you're going to look for it in the future. Let's just do this. How many do we need again? 4? 2, okay. Let's just source them. And those are equations. Simple equations, but they are equations. Perimeter. I don't know how that relates to physics. I don't know how most of this stuff relates to physics. More equations. Oh yeah. Oh, wait a second. Alright, let's just do this. I like this one. Ooh, cool physics. Looks good to me. Excellent. Oh, okay, so that's it for 5.10. Okay, so 5.11, these are all quizzes. I'm not going to do those for you because you guys should be learning it on your own, watching the videos. And it also tells you what the right answer is if you get it wrong, so go for it. Pull up some examples, just in case we need it, and we shall move on. 5.12. I need some space. Okay, so column 3. There are a lot of DIVs in this one. It's like Andy Warhol. So what'd they do? Uses the margin attribute to separate the divs. Margin left. Let's see, here's their border. Here's our margin right here within our content. This is what they must have done in this code right here. So top, right, bottom, left. So yeah, it's like a circle, it goes clockwise. Top, right, bottom, left. So it's like top, right, bottom, left. It's like a circle. Okay. We could probably copy this actually. What they do here? Oh yeah, here's padding. Right, so I like to think of it as like a box, right? So the stuff that goes inside the center of it, like quick facts to here, this is the content. That goes inside the box, which is the border, okay? Whenever you package something inside of a box, it has to be padded. So this right here is the padding. This space right here is the padding. So this has a lot of padding. So this is thick here. So this is your 15 pixels. The margin is on the outside of the web page. Okay, so it goes content, padding, border, margins on the outside. I always think of it as like a shipping container, shipping box. I really need this. I just need to read this one more time. So it has a collage of kittens. We see it. There's not really any space. They're arranged in tabular form. We have seen this. And it says what we need to do is add a margin to the class column 3. So let's go to column 3. Here we go. All right, so what we need to do is we need to add margin. What does it say? Oh, there it is. On all sides, the 5px. So we could do 5px. Just leave it there. We could do 5px, 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 but that's too much. And it puts on the outside. Actually, I think that's it. Easy. Okay, how does it look now? Cool. Add a padding to the class, column 3, add padding. And this time it says 10px. Yeah, because padding's inside of it, so the picture's the content, right? And the padding will go in between it and the border, which is the box. We're going to skip the writing assignment. Line content side by side. All right, creating 2 CSS roles. Cool. Oh, it says right here. Other styles. Okay. First would be for the image class to make it float and to the left. And then the other one will be for the caption class. And for that one, we are going to do a 4px. Alright, so we really don't even have that much, to be honest. Alright, because we have an image class. Let's go ahead and let's do that one first. It's dot image. Why is it? Oh yeah, because it's still inside. Wait. No, that shouldn't. That looks green, but it's not green. It looks green though. There we go. That's how we know it's not green. And make this one float to the left. That's it. This is for the caption. Dot for caption, hashtag for IDs. I'm sorry, dot for classes. Oh, thank you for doing that automatically for me on that one. Solid black border. Border style. Solid. Wait a second. I think we just do border for this one. Yeah, I think we can just do border. I don't think we have to do width. Let me just make sure. Because we could do border width. Yeah, check it out. Look, we can do thickness, type, and color. Yeah, check it out. Border will be 4. And what hinted me towards that was that this was all one line. Right here. I've also seen it before. But that was a while ago. Alright. And I'm just following. It says padding, margin, both for 10 pixels. So not that hard to do, honestly. It tells you width of 10%, or 50% rather, I apologize. And then it should float to the right. I think that's it. Cool. .12.10. Took a little while to load. Okay, this is back to our website. Ah, come on. I don't need these tabs anymore. Our index. All right. I'm doing Control A to get it all. Click in, Control A, Control C. Click in, Control A, Control V for paste. And we're going to do job info last. Okay, now what? Content and footer. We have those in here? Yeah, here we go. Easy. Oh, okay, we don't even need to do that. What is this, though? Oh, I like these. Keep it simple. That's something I learned. Man, just... when you're doing DIT, digital design, digital infotech, man, just try to keep it simple. Don't go too crazy. The simpler, the better. I have never actually worked with filters. Class Grayscale. Oh, filter, Grayscale. Hello. So that's easy. So it's an image with the class Grayscale. Okay. So for this one, it's 5.13.6. We'll create our own invert filter. Each color in the image will be inverted. Keep the original image the same, but style the inverted image such that it has an invert filter of. Okay. Let's give it a class. Let's go here. Image.class inverted. And from the last example we saw was filter. Boom, Grayscale. Is there anything in here about filters? I swear if it's just invert or inverted at 100%, I'll be kind of upset, but kind of awesome. Let's see if any of the other examples. This is blur and hue. Blur. Hue rotate. Interesting. Okay. Run it. Uh-oh. All right. That wasn't it. Let's go here. What did we use? Filter. It's just invert. Not inverted. Oh, it's green. Now I know. Sweet. Are you kidding me? I hate you. My God. Invert. Wait a second. For class invert. I called mine inverted. So it's not that I was wrong, it's just that I necessarily didn't have exactly what they were looking for. This looks like blur. Pixabay. That's cool. Cool. Oh my God. Apparently we're supposed to put this inside of an H1 tag. Why? No one knows. Okay, so for the class blurred, not after, which would make sense. Before picture. We've heard this song before. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got done so far. All of it. So dumb. There we go. I was wrong because I put image.blurred and I have no image in my code with the class blurred. I have an H1 with the class blurred. Oh boy. Good to know. Oh, this one's Hue 45, Hue 90, Hue 135, Hue 180. Jesus, okay. So at 45, it goes up by 45 until it gets to 225. Alright, our skeleton is complete. And it is Hue Rotation. Hue Rotate. Oh, it was right here the whole time. Cool. Yep, all the pictures are different. What it does is, if you look at it, purple's here, and that 180, it should be here, right? That's actually 225. Well, it definitely looks like it's rotating the colors in a way. Cool, 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 cool. All done. Overexposure. It's too bright. Oh, it's too bright. Class too bright. Alright, so even though this had a lot of examples in it, it's not really that much. It's like 1 or 2 lines per thing. A brightness filter. Brightness is a percentage. .8. What? Easy. Grayscale. Cool. Class is grade. I think I know where this is going. I think we're gonna put a filter on it. And it's gonna be grade. Grayscale. Let's do 50%. Oh god, that's 505. That's not what we wanted. This song's too happy for me. Nice. Easy. So I'm actually listening to royalty-free music. You guys want to know what playlist I'm listening to? What do we got? What do we got? Mark, bang, slam, pow. Oh, it's pop. We'll do the next one, pow. Zap. Cool. So we got bang, slam, pop. Pop. Pow. Okay. Slam. I just made up names. Don't even worry about it. I just made up names. I thought comic book. Because I said this interactive bookshelf, I saw Aesop's Fables, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going comic books. It says, other than adding IDs, don't change the HTML. Every div with the class book must have its own unique ID. We did that. Each ID must have a filter rule, have at least 3 different filters. Cool. So since we only need 3, I can copy 2 of them. Degrees. Don't remember what invert was a percentage of. Oh, scene error. Brightness. Opacity. Let's see. What the heck? It's like there's no images. What the heck is going on here? Class bookcase, list item. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. What the heck? Okay, whatever. Every ID should have a filter attribute. What did we miss? Bang, slam, pop. Bang, slam, pop. Oh wait, I didn't do Lark. GDI. Beautiful. This is all I wanted. This is actually taking a lot less time than I was hoping it would take. Yeah, only 45 minutes, and I thought that we'd take at least an hour and a half to 2 hours on this. Okie dokie. Copy it over, just like I said here to do. Because this one it says, copy your code from this exercise, added a CSS rule to style that changed the background image of the book too. Well, it's right here. Oh, interesting. Wait a second. Oh, I'm gonna have to use the pseudo code on this one because as I thought this was gonna be a little easier. The pseudo code is telling me I have to use the hover function. And that goes up front here. It's the background image of a book. Let's think. Book is the class, pseudocode is hover, just like how we do links. And it needs to have the background image of the URL, as you see here. I think that is it. Actually, I like that song. I don't know why I got off that song. Perfect. That's all I wanted. Haha! Looked complicated, but it wasn't. Cool. Animations. Oh. Class filtered image. Animation. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool. What's this? Add keyframes. Make an element move gradually from one place to something else. Try it yourself. Example. Keyframes. Cool. Interesting. This has a lot to it. Interesting. Okay. Now we can get rid of that. Wow. Okay. We're gonna have to go to the CSS. What by the way, what is it? It's filtered image. Actually, let's go back to this example. Image should start off normal. Invert filter 0. It should be completely inverted at the end, so at 100% it should be inverted at 100%. The entire animation should take 2 seconds and it should remain inverted and not go back. thinking we gotta do something like this. We're gonna play with it. And it's not the sepia filter. I think this is going to be the invert filter. So let's go ahead actually and change this. Sepia, let's do invert. What are we actually? For animation. Let's look at animation actually. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Man, it says nothing about animation. Should have watched the video probably, right? Nah, we can figure this out. Animation. And then it says take 2 seconds. Forwards, alright. This isn't sepia, this is invert. This isn't a filter though. It is a filter, invert filter. Let's run this code. Interesting. Let's just make sure this is done properly. It looks like it was. Invert. See what pops up. Ooh. Of course, nothing pops up there. Man, there's like nothing about invert. Well, I mean, it looks right. As you can see, it's definitely inverting, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click submit and continue. This one doing any animation filter we want. Okay, so for these last ones, like there's no check code on it or anything. So if you're getting to this point and you're looking for something, you could probably just copy what you've already done in the past. You're going to have to put your own image here. Image. Give it a class called, I don't know, filtered. Give it a source. Oops. Of course, you always have to give it a source, right? You should usually put an alt tag in here that's actually good for standard industry practices. So best practice, you know, whatever. Now that we've done that, all we have to do now is, let's see. Like there's, I don't know what they want from us. Our class was filtered. Was it filtered? Yes, it was. God, what do we do on that last thing? We gave it an animation. I'm trying to remember. False, that'd be cool. Let's see. Stretch. Ah, I like that one. Cool. Stretch. I like it. Check that out. That's cool. I didn't really see anything. Wait a second. It says filtered image. Yep, that's right. Oh, shoot. Ah, screw it. You got my answer here. I'm just gonna do this. It doesn't really do anything, though. What the heck? Oh, that's why. Hello. You know, I think you can really do whatever you want. If it says I gotta submit that code again, I'm just gonna skip it. There's this right here really is. It's really asking for a bit. Whoa. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Ah, come on. Okay. Style. Oh, Control C. Yeah, I gotta go back to part 1, copy this code in here. Okay, what do we do? Add a CSS animation called Open Book. Oh, okay, so we need to add an animation to this thing.
Or any length of time you wanted to have. Then you would get more and more adventure.
I guess let's just do it right here.
Further and further out gambles as to what you would dream.
Keyframes. Add keyframes, that's what I remember. Let's see if I can remember this. Add keyframes. Then you're supposed to name it something. This was open book. Okay, what are we supposed to do with the open book? What are we supposed to do from and to, if I remember right. I don't remember if those were brackets. We're supposed to do brackets. Brackets. Oh, there we go. Brackets, here we go. Yep, got it. Trying to remember. From a height of 200 px, I believe. I didn't want that, I'm sorry. And a width. Oh, it wants two things. Okay. This one was actually way better. That actually, it specified something for us to do other than saying, hey, create something. Cool. How about we just do this? $2,400, no. 300. An animation attribute to the CSS you create. The animation starts when you hover over a book. It should take 3 seconds and keep its final state. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it has to be in the hover. Where's our hover at? It's right here. Cool. Okay. Animation. Right? That was open book. That's what we named it. I think that's what I got from the last one. That whatever goes next to animation is the name of your animation. What it does, 1.5 seconds, ease out. Okay. 3 seconds. And it keeps its final state, so use 4 words. Cool. Done. Easy. We are almost there. Button interactions. Alright, let's just go into it. If we need examples, we'll get examples. Ugh. So for this one, we'll be doing button interactions. Cool. Nothing is happening. Oh, that's right, because we're going to have to change it ourselves. Style the buttons with the class clickable. Class unclickable. These are both unclickable. Use the CS for a cursor not allowed to disable the cursor on the unclickables. So if the background color is always grayed out. Okay, so we're going to have to go here. What do we have? Button. Okay, so then... first let's do clickable. So if it's a button and it has the class clickable, we are also, by the way, going to do button and the class unclickable. Just so we remember. We have 2 things. We have the skeleton. Style the buttons with the class clickable, such that the background color gets lighter when you hover over the... Oh, Jesus. So we gotta hover. Pseudo class time. What does this one say? and darker when you click it. You clicked it, you are active when you click it. That's right. Background color. It's lighter when you hover over the button and darker when you... Okay. So it has to be lighter when you hover and darker when you click it. So this could be background color blue. Hey, does light blue exist? I hope so. Let's try it. It does not exist. Darn. We tried. Let's a lighter blue. Deep sky blue, there you go. Hey! The background color is always grayed out, so G-R-E or A-Y. And use the CSS roll cursor, not loud. Let's just copy and paste that. Boom, baby. No! Perfect. Create your own tooltip. Yeah, let's go. Step 1, see HTML in new window. Under the Run Code button, use the inspector. Will be the tooltip. Oh god. Black box of the text. Ugh. This just seems like a lot. Let's redesign the pop-up captions from earlier, okay? Okay, that's what we got. The goal is to get the text to appear to the right of the picture, centered vertically, and when the hover uses over the picture, like this. Here's task step 1. Click it under the Run Code button, and then use the inspector to inspect with the tooltip the black box of text. Inspect element. Jesus. Okay. It's literally what we have here. Why are we doing this? Try entering values for left and top until you can position text like it is in the picture above, to the right of the image and centered. Left top padding. Jesus. $250 looks like it looks good to me. It has to be centered. Oh my god. Oh, that, let's see, that's 250. Let's try 250 again. Not quite there. Not quite there. A little bit more. About 75. Fine with me. Okay. Okay. What am I doing? Top left. Oh, check it out. Oh, whoops. For padding. All I have to do is padding. Looks fine to me. Add a visibility attribute to the CSS rules. Tooltip, hover, text, and tooltip. Wait, what? So this one and this one. What are we gonna do? We're gonna add a visibility attribute. Only when it hovers. Alright, so when it hovers, its visibility. Thank God it does this. Okay, so then otherwise visibility is hidden, I think. Yes. Oh. What happened? Why is it now that? Don't care. It was right when we did it. God, there's so much on this one. God, we're almost done. 2 more exercises left. One step at a time, like we normally do. Okay. First, remove all the animations. Let's use transitions to smoothly change the size of the book. So this is... Get rid of all the... Okay. Get rid of all the animations. Cool. When the user hovers over the element with the class book, hovers, once again, when the user hovers over the element with the class book, so we're back in here. Change the size of the book to have a height of 400 and a width of... Okay, so that's easy enough, right? One step at a time here. Don't let this overwhelm you. Right, we'll take it as we get it. I know it can seem overwhelming at first, and I can totally see it. Then add an animation attribute to the class book. Class book. I think that's here, div book, right? So I don't see anywhere else that could possibly be it. As div book though, interesting. I mean, why not? Let's do it. Put it in here, baby. And it says transition. Is there a transition? Yeah, look at that. I took a guess. It was right. Transition. Let's do it this way. W3 schools transition. With 2 seconds height transform. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. With linear. Okay, so what does ours want? To smoothly transition. So do I just put 2 seconds? What if width? This has like width and height. I think this is what it wants. Right here. Yeah, I think you gotta specify what the transition is. That's okay, that's okay. Yeah, it takes 2 seconds for each of those. Cool, cool, I got you. Make the text visible. Once you have the book growing smoothly, we did that. Let's add the text in the book. The contents of the book have the class text. Cool, it's here. Now, since we want to change the element when we hover over the book, we need a rule for when the user hovers over an element with the class book. So dot book, like double thing hover, right? Oh, it says right there. Jesus. Let's do that right below it. Cool. Inside of it, make the element visible using visibility attribute to visibility. I spelled that wrong. Shh. Visible. That's why I like, by the way, like brackets as a program. It just makes it, you can just like click enter. It already knows where you're going. I spelled it wrong again here too. No wonder if it's not lit up properly. Width of 250 px because it says so. Next, and then we must do paddings. Remember, it starts at the top, so it's 75 px. Then on the right is 50, and on the bottom is 0. And then 20 px. I talked about this earlier, where it's top, right, bottom, left. It's like a circle going clockwise, right? Top, right, bottom, left, and that's like a circle going 360 degrees clockwise. Finally, add the transition attribute to the class text. Are you sure? Transition. So that the width and padding. So then it's the width takes 2 seconds, comma, and the padding itself takes 2 seconds. Let's check it out. I don't see anything with text in here, brother. Yeah, there's something going on with this one. I would, you know what? I would bet that's because I'm in. I hate to use Internet Explorer. I bet it's because I'm in Mozilla Firefox, which is why I'm not seeing anything. Man, I'm not seeing any text in there. Why? Paragraph, class. Whatever. I mean, it runs smoothly, so that's it. Oh, we have one more. Cool. Oh, back to our website. Oh, come on, man. Of course they would end it with our website. Last assignment. Now go to your website and copy it all over. Here's your index. Copy your index over. You've hit the final test. I'm gonna get this done as fast as possible. Did I do milestones yet? I haven't done milestones. Alright, what are we doing for this one? The images on the front page are rather small. You will enable the user to make pictures bigger. First, add a rule for when you hover over an image that makes the width. Okay, so let's go to our... Okay. So I think we need to use the image hover. I don't know about you guys. Seems good to me. Hover. And then it says when it does that. Where was it again? Images small right here. Okay, add a rule, hover, width and height 400. So part of the problem with CodeHS is that it requires you to remember what you've done in the past. They require mastery of past examples, but you can always go back to past examples. Okay, so don't feel afraid to click on those and see what you've done. Then add a transition attribute to the image tag, which is super easy. Where's my image tag? Right above it. Transition attribute, which enable the width and height. Width and height. How long does it take? 1 second. E. That's super easy there. If you check out the results now, you notice that the background of the content jumped to sizes to accommodate the growing picture. Fix this. Okay, let's do that. Yes, it does. Okay. To the content. And that is it. We're done. I am not going to do this quiz with you guys. That's for you guys to do on your own, and that will be the end of the HTML and CSS. Thank you guys for participating and being here. Let's go back. Let's see, where was I? It was in this one. I'll show you guys what we completed today. We got all of 5.10 to 5.15 done. All these exercises in green. Good to go. Good to go. Once again, if you guys enjoy it,